Welcome back, guys, to the Max Out Show. So today, we're going to discuss what it really takes to actually achieve the biggest goals and dreams that you have in your life. Now, H.L. Hunt, he was in the 20th century thought to be the richest man alive. And he once said that there's 3 requirements for success. First of all, he said, you've got to know your outcome. You've got to know a specific goal that you want to achieve. Secondly, you've got to determine the price that you're going to have to pay in order to get that goal. And thirdly, he said, and this is the most important one, you've got to resolve to pay that price. That's the reality of the human condition, isn't it? That whenever we have a goal, an aim, something we want to achieve, an ambition we want to create, someone we want to become, there's a certain price that you're going to have to pay in order to become that person or achieve that goal. And your ability and your willingness to actually pay that price on a daily basis is going to determine whether or not you actually get there. To give you some examples, if you say, I want to run this marathon, for example, there's a certain price you're going to have to pay, right? There's certain miles that you have to run every single week or every single day in order to achieve that goal. There's certain foods you've got to eat. There's certain things you can't do, right? There's certain recovery strategies that are necessary. And all of that is the price of wanting to run a marathon. If you want to write a book, there's certain things you got to do, right? There's maybe you have to sit down every day and write for 2 hours, right? Maybe you have to, stop, wasting time on social media and emails and all that unnecessary stuff so you can focus on what truly matters. And so whatever goal we have in our lives, whoever we want to become and whatever we want to achieve, there's a certain price you're going to have to pay if you want to get it. And the challenge for most people is they're simply, first of all, not aware of what that price actually is, and then they're unwilling to actually pay it. And so really my challenge to you in this video is to really honestly assess your goals right now and ask yourself, what's the price that is necessary for me to achieve that goal? And then, am I actually willing to pay that price? Because the truth is, if you're not, you're going to end up with a lot of self-sabotage, a lot of frustration because on the one hand, you want it. On the other hand, you're not willing to do what it takes. And so you're always going to be in this conflict, right? You're going to start, this is what we see every year in New Year's, right? Everybody wants that beach party. So everybody starts signing up for the gym, right? And then 2 weeks later, everybody quits again. And a month later, maybe people start signing up again, right? It's this back and forth. It's because you haven't made up your mind yet. And so whatever choice you want to make, you really want to make sure that you actually make up your mind, that you resolve to either pay the price or not pay it, right? And that, of course, is also a choice that can make sense, right? If you say, hey, I'm just not willing to make that sacrifice, that's okay. I saw this great David Goggins clip the other day, right? David Goggins is ex-Navy SEAL. He's by many considered to be the toughest man alive. And he was in his interview, right? And some guy asked him, so Goggins, what if I just love drinking beer and eating pizza? And he said, Goggins said, right, if it makes you happy, hey man, go for it, right? If you're super happy and content with your life the way it is, eating pizza and drinking beer, go for it. But if you're not, if you feel like there's something inside of you that's still missing, there's potential that's unexpressed, if you feel like you have a goal, a vision that you want to achieve where these choices are not aligned anymore, that's when you've got to change. Robin Sharma, one of my favorite authors, he said that potential unexpressed turns into pain. We as human beings, we have this innate drive for ascension, for growth, for self-development and improvement. In fact, Tony Robbins said that growth equals happiness, right? Progress equals happiness. It's when we get better. It's when we grow towards the ultimate version of ourselves that we ultimately, create this sense of happiness and joy and pride and fulfillment in our lives. And so really my challenge to you is to ask yourself honestly and assess, what are my goals and what do I need? What's the price I'm going to have to pay? And am I willing to pay that price? Because if you're not, then it's better to just don't even start in the first place because you're just going to waste a lot of time. But if you are, you want to really actively resolve to pay that price and then go about, really embracing the process and the journey on a daily basis, meaning creating habits and crafting these into your life in a way that actually makes sense, that actually works, that actually flows on a daily basis. So you're not struggling every day with deciding, do I want to do this or do I not? I don't really know. But you're really absolutely crystal clear on what exactly it takes for you to achieve your goals, and you've built them into your life. So that's my challenge for you guys today. See you all tomorrow.